Are you still there in our call and Spider?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let me try to share my screen and let's see. Okay, are you guys able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
So basically, we're just gonna be doing the corrections together of this activity that you guys wrote. So we have Mr. Venter here is working in Germany as a teacher. He decided to visit his family in South Africa for 12 days and 11 nights in June 2023. Then Mr. Fanter made a list of all expenses needed to go on his trip. He made a list of all expenses needed to go on his trip. Then there is a budget. Table 3 is a budget for all expenses to visit South Africa. We have plane tickets, expenses, and the costs. So the first expense is the plane ticket, and it costs 1,003 euros. That is the return trip. That means coming to South Africa and going back to where did they say it's Germany? And then the car hire and petrol is 23 comma 52 euros per day. And then we have what do we have? We have accommodation, which is 31 euros, um 31 and 39.69 euros per night. And then we have meals is 22.39 euros per day. And then we have spending money is 500 euros for 12 days. That is the money to be spent. And then the source is www.cheapflight.co.za. That is where they got the information for the flights, I guess. And for flight, car hire, accommodations, and probably meals. And let's go. The first question was asking you to determine, oh, sorry, to define the budget in the given context. So they want you to give no, sorry, a definition of budget with regards to the scenario that they've given you here. Does it make sense?
Yes, ma'am. Can I please answer?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I feel like the budget is a detailed, like, financial plan estimating Mr. Venter's expense for his trip to South Africa.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. That is how you define it, especially when they've asked you in relation to what's happening here, right? That is absolutely correct. And let's look at number two. They say number two says calculate the total amount Mr. Fender is budgeting for trip to South Africa. Total amount that he's budgeting for South Africa.
Ma'am, it's 7,902 euros.
7,000.
902 euros.
902 euros. And how did you arrive there?
Ma'am, I took the plane ticket, the cost for the plane ticket. I added it with the car hire and petrol amount. That amount multiplied by the days day, the accommodation per night, the meals per day and the spending money.
And the spending money. Okay. Um, and let's see. So you took the plane ticket, which is 1,000, and then the car hire petrol, and you multiplied it by 12. All right.
The accommodation by 11.
Motivation by 11. All right. And the
By 12 as well.
meals by 12, and the 500 euros.
By all the
You
I just took it as it is.
took it as it is because it's for 12 days, right? So it doesn't need to be line. And your answer, you say, how much did you get?
And I got 7,000. Let me check again.
Okay.
Ma'am, I got 7,902 euros.
And
Options.
I didn't calculate for that, but if that's how you said you did it and you put everything correctly on your calculator, that's supposed to be correct, okay? Because you're just gonna multiply where it's the cost for the days, you multiply with the days, the number of the days. The way it says per night, you're just going to multiply with the number of nights, and you're supposed to get the amount that you got, right? And number two has been calculated, and then calculate the total budget amount he will spend if rent. Wait. He will spend in rent if €1 is equal to 20 rents and 10 cents. They just want us to convert here. Convert to the 7,000 euros to rent. How are we answering this one?
I just took my answer and multiplied it by 20,10.
20,10.
What? Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. So basically, to convert, you're just gonna take the number of euros that you got in the previous answer, and then you multiply it by 20 rands and 10 cents because €1 they said is equal to that over there. And that is how you score yourself free or easy 2 marks over there, given that your previous answer is correct. Because if it's wrong, that means you would have gotten the wrong answer for number 2.1.3. Okay, let's look at 2.1.4. They say determine if Mr. Fenter would have enough money for the trip if he invested two 2,200 euros for 2 years at ABC Bank in Germany at an interest rate of 6% compounded annually. Let's see, Inako.
I used the compound formula.
What does it say?
I said 2,200 euros times open brackets 1 plus 0,06 and close brackets and power to 2 since it's 2 years. And then I got my answer, which was 2,400 yeah, 2,474 rands 88 cents. And
Wait,
then
wait. You say how much did you get?
I got 2,474 8 cents.
2,000.
And 474 80 cents.
Um, and that is your final answer.
And no, ma'am. And then my final answer is where I gave a conclusion, which I said since the amount I got is like it's much it's much higher than the one that he like planned, and then meaning that Mr. Venter would have enough money for the trip.
But if you 2,000 and we said the amount that this person needs is 7,000, do you remember that we said 7,000, or did you get a different answer for that? Hmm?
So meaning, ma'am, like the answer is wrong. Is that what you're trying to say?
Now I'm trying to understand how did you come to that conclusion if we said or we agreed that um our thing this person is gonna need 7,000 euros. I forgot what uh I just said over here, like the exact amount, but I know something about 7,000. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, so my concern is since we said he's gonna need 7,000 and you're saying that with the formula that you used, you got 2,000 and your conclusion is saying he'll be able to cover the costs. I just want to understand how did you get there? Okay, let's see. Let's see. They're saying this person wants to do what? Wants to save 2,000. Yes. Two. Why is it that I cannot find two? I don't know. 2,000, 2,200 for 2 years. So it's going to be one plus compounded annually. So it's going to be 0,0006, then close the bracket to the power of 2. Is this what you have on your calculator?
Yes, ma'am.
And you said, what's the answer? One comma 06 multiplied by 1,06 multiplied by 2,206.
Ma'am, it gives me 2,471 and 92 cents.
And 92 cents.
Mm.
Uh, Um, maybe let's try to check this one over here. So we said the car hire per day, 12 days multiplied by 12, accommodation multiplied by 11. Said 11 nights, yes. And then, mm, and then what is it? What is it? Meal per day multiplied by 12. Let's try. Maybe let's try to redo this because 2,000 is very far from the 7,000. 23,52 multiplied by 12, which is what? Which is 282,24. and then 31,69 multiplied by 7. How much do we get? 3489, and then 2239 multiplied by 12, we get 20. Wait, 2239 multiplied by 12, we get 268,268,68. And then add it with a 500, and then add it with a 1003 there. So these are the amounts that we need to add together for us to get the total. So that means I can already see that the 7,000 is incorrect. Spider, you need to recalculate. I don't know how you did it for the first time, but you need to recalculate for that.
Ma'am, in total for all those amounts you get 2,402.51 cents.
2,000.
402 rands 51 cents.
2,400 and
2 and then 51 cents.
51, right?
Mm.
And okay. And how we get for that is 2,471, which simply means that the cost can cover these because um this amount can go into the savings, and then we also get it. I mean, he also get a change from that. So his
Mm.
savings definitely say can definitely take him to South Africa for 12 days.
Okay. Is that simply all?
Define if Mustafa would have had enough money if the trip. Yes, 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 yes. That is it. Then you're gonna obviously make your last on whether it's gonna be enough or not, as you've indicated the document. And to the next question, then we have Mr. Fenter here. I don't know why it keeps on doing this. Mr. Fenter is working in Germany as a teacher. We did that, so I'm just gonna. Mr. Fenter booked a flat in Johannesburg where he had to pay for the electricity he uses during his stay. Electricity rates for Johannesburg during June. Tariff blocks usage intervals. We have rents per kilowatt per hour, inclusive VAT. So when the amount that you're seeing there, they include VAT. So we won't have to add the VAT amount. All right. Guys, I'm not sure if you guys are still able to. Oh no, you're not. Um, I'm just gonna share my screen and we'll continue. Then we have block one, block two, block three, block four, and then the first block is 0 to 100 kilowatts per hour, which is 2,000. No, it's 2 rands, comma 0970, and then block two is 100, 101 to 400 kilowatt per hour. It's two. That two, wait, 2,4541, and then per kilowatt, right? They charge per kilowatt, and then a usage of 401 to 650 kilowatt per hour is 2 rands and 67 cents. And then for usage above 650 kilowatts per hour, is that it is charged at 2 rands and 80 cents per hour, right? Not per hour, but per kilowatt used. And now the first question says, what does the acronym VAT stand for? What does this VAT stand for, guys?
Stands for value added tax.
Value added tax. That is absolutely correct. Value added tax. And what we have number two that says determine the maximum kilowatt per hour charged in block two. Block two. What is the maximum?
400 kilowatts.
Perfect. Perfect. So it's going to be 400 over there. 400. And then number three says calculate the total amount he will pay if he uses 412 kilowatts per hour electricity during his stay. If he uses 412, how much are they going to charge him?
Two,
How much?
ma'am, it's going to be 1,101 rand and 61 cents.
How did you achieve that?
Ma'am, isn't it you multiply the kilowatts that he used by the rands, like the rand per unit.
How did you get your answer?
I took the 2,000, I mean the amount on the right hand side, then I multiplied it by the kilowatt per hour.
What is it that you have on your calculator?
I have 2,6738 times 412.
And how much did you get?
1,101,61.
1,101,61. And that is the amount that he needs to pay, or he is going to pay if he uses 412 kilowatts per hour in total for his stay. Perfect. That's absolutely how you do it. And then number four says determine the probability as a percentage, okay? As a percentage that Mr. Fenter will be in South Africa during his winter season. What is the probability? Guys, I'm not sure what happened to my phone then. It just kicked me off and I was not able to log in. Are you guys able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. And let's see. Yes, so they say determine the probability as a percentage that Mr. Venter will be in South Africa during winter. What is the probability?
Um, I would say 3%.
Three.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get three?
Ma'am, I said 3% because of it's how many months he's gonna be there. Like basically the winter season is like 3 months.
Mm, that's 3 months, and then you just said 3%. Okay, that's cool.
Ma'am,
And mm-hmm,
ma'am, I say 25%.
I 25%.
Isn't it, ma'am? There's 4 seasons. So the chances of him getting to South Africa during the winter seasons are 1 out of 4, right? As a percentage, that would be 25%.
Let's see. What did they say here? They said, what did they say? They said, determine if Mr. Venter would have enough if he invests that. Okay. So you see, 2.1.4, we calculated if he invests that certain amount of money in the bank for 2 years, and he can be able to cover all his expenses um, that he is going to incur while he's in South Africa in winter. So the chances of him coming to South Africa in winter is going to be 100% because he would have enough money to cover the expenses. Is it clear? So it's not about the seasons. It's about being able to cover the costs that are going to be incurred.
Oh, okay. I only get it now, ma'am.
So that means the answer in this case is going to be 100% because he is definitely going to come because he has the means. If he has the money, then you have the means to do anything that you want, right? Okay, we have the Mokoena family traveled daily for 10 days between Johannesburg and Pretoria. Every day, their son counted the number of Toyota and Volkswagen vehicles they passed on the road. Uh, then we have table 5, the number of Toyota and Volkswagen um, vehicles counted per day. So Toyota, we have Volkswagen, and the first day it was 20 for Toyota and 22 for Volkswagen. And then we have 24 and 41, 25, 30, 29, 16, 33, 10, 36, 24, 36, 30, 43, 19, 46, 27, 58, and 21. All right, so these are the number of days. So it's day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that means it's for 10 days. Did they say something about 10 days there? Um, see, you stated. Okay, it's indeed 10 days. So they say state whether the number of vehicles counted per day represent discrete or continuous data. Explain your answer.
I would say it's district daughter because it can only be in whole numbers.
You would say if.
District daughter since it can only be whole numbers.
Mm. And who is in here? Spider? What do you say?
I didn't know how to answer that question, so I didn't.
Okay. And maybe let's start here. Let's start with asking what does discrete mean and what does continuous data mean?
District is like whole numbers, ma'am. And numerous, it doesn't really have like an actual, like, it's not really in full format, basically, like in whole numbers. That's how I see it.
Wait, can you say that again?
I'm saying like district has like whole numbers. It doesn't
Mhm.
have like decimals, in other words, but numerous has like decimals in it.
Remember the question or the statement says what? Let me
Oh,
try.
continuous. Okay, okay.
Yes. Continuous data.
Oh, so, but ma'am, I said like it's district because isn't it the number of vehicles are like in whole numbers? It doesn't have like decimals, you see.
Mm, okay. So basically, the difference between continuous and discrete. Continuous is measured and discrete is counted. Okay. So discrete data is a type of quantitative data that only or that includes a non-divisible figure and statistics that you can count. Okay. So the answer for this one is going to be a discrete data because this were counted. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. So
Mm,
it's like my answer still valid though.
it is.
Um,
Okay. Uh, who? Spider, are you fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Um, let's go to number 32. Says write down the data collection method of Mukwena's son used to collect data. Write down the data collection method.
ma'am, I said observation since like the sun counted the vehicles while traveling that 10 days.
It's an observation. Okay.
Mhm.
How many data collections methods do you know?
I know observation, questionnaire. What else? There's also this other one that has like the tallies and the frequency, but I don't know what you call it. But it's in that group though.
Okay. So basically, yes, you're right. So the sun was observing the clouds in the road, so that will automatically mean that the observation method was used over here to collect the data and write down, no, arrange the number of uh, Volkswagen counted daily in ascending order. How are we going to do that? In ascending order, that means we're going to start with the smallest to the highest. Then we're going to start with 10, 16, and 19, 21, 24, 21, 22, 24, 27, 30. 30, and what else? And 41.
41.
Those are going to be the ascending um, order for Volkswagen counted daily. And then they say use the data collected on Toyota and determine a median. So we're going to look at these numbers over here and uh, provide them with the median. No, sorry guys, I don't know. A median. So first thing first, you need to rearrange the data, all right? But it doesn't seem like it needs to be rearranged because it's in ascending order already. 20, 24, 25, 29, 33, 36, 36, 43, 46, and 58. So the median, this is 20, so that, I mean, this is 10, so that means 5 and 6 are going to be the median. So our median is going to come out from 33 and 36. We add 33 and 36 together, and then we divide it by 2 because it's two numbers, okay? So it's 33 and plus 36 divided by 2, which is going to be how much? It's going to be 69 divided by 2. How much?
It's 62, ma'am. Divide by 2.
2.
I said 62 divided by 2, which gives me 34,5.
69.
Is it 69?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I think I miscounted.
Yes. But your answer is going to be 30. Let me see what. It's going to be 34,5. All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's see. We already discovered, we gave them their median. And the Mukwena's son stated that he saw an average 15 more Toyotas than a Volkswagen vehicle. Show with calculations whether the son's statement is correct. So first thing first, they talk about very average. So you're going to check for average. So you're going to calculate the average for Volkswagen and the average for the other car, the Toyota. So average, you add everything together and then you divide it by 10. Okay. And we're going to divide it by 10. Divided by 10 and divided by 10. And then after that, you're going to minus the two together and then see if there's a difference of 15 more for Toyota. 15 more for Toyota and 15 less for Volkswagen. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh-huh. Okay, do you guys have any question for me?
No, ma'am. I feel like, ma'am, these questions were based on data handling.
Yes. They were data handling. Question 1, question 3, and then question 2 was finance.
No
So,
question.
do you feel like it could be asked in June exams?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I got this from a June exam paper, a previous June exam paper, yeah. Spider, did you want to say something?
Yes, ma'am. I was saying no question.
Oh, okay, cool. If there is no question, are you done calculating for average? Yeah. Are you still calculating for the average?
Ma'am, for Toyota is 35.
For Toyota is 35, and for Volkswagen,
Then for Volkswagen is 24.
24. And then what's the difference? 35 minus 24, how much?
The difference is 9.
Difference is 9. So that means the statement is not correct. Okay. Then the son's statement is not valid. Um, so his calculation, whether the son's statement is so the statement is incorrect because on an average level the difference is 9, not 15. All right. And that's how you wrap up the answer for that. Okay, I'll see you guys next week when we meet. Enjoy the rest of your week at school, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.